Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. The Broncos will kick this away to get us going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown!
I mean, that's exactly how you want to start a football game, right? We haven't even gotten settled in, and already they're in the end zone with the opening kickoff to this game. Blocking up front to free the return man for that touchdown. Outstanding across the board.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Broncos offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. Each team is kind of led, Kirk, by one of those alpha linebackers they are counting on for so much every week.
Well, he's got to be physical in that box area, but also have the ability to play out in space against these teams that like to throw the football. Both these guys can do all of that.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. And the Broncos looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got his man open downfield. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
On 1st down, it's play action. Throws to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The freshman brings him down quickly. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. The Broncos bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. The Hurricanes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And how about the game within a game today? The running back coming down here, the linebacker coming up to meet him. We expect some collisions on this field today.
Yeah, this linebacker's going to have his hands full because this running back is a difficult guy to contain. Both guys know where each other's going to be lined up at all times. It's just going to come down to which guy can come up and make a play against the other.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, the big fella's, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The Hurricanes will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And the single back takes the handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And now here comes the point after attempt.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Boise St, 0.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Boise St offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. He'll hand it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Finds his man, has the 1st down. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes 1st down. And there, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The Hurricanes are in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the 1st quarter stats. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And that one is incomplete in the end zone.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Snags a quick throw. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. And the Canes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one match.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And they tack on the extra point.
Boise St, 0.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. That strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And the Broncos looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. And that'll pick up a first down out at the 37. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium. Grab down the middle. It's Delgado. Football comes out. Recovery by the defense. Headed the other way.
Or the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch.
Second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
This time, a completion. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. The Canes are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
And it's complete downfield. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down there.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They'll try to run this one in. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They'll try to punch it in again. Third and goal to one. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, BSU. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservative. Makes the grab. It's Delgado. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. What a diving catch way downfield. Big gain. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Finds his target. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
He's going to take another shot right here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Boise St offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Presley. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter in the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First play of the second half is a handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. And the Broncos come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. It's a shotgun run call. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion. They're trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's the target, and it's complete.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. That run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. The Hurricanes come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting.
Touchdown, Canes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. Give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Boise St, 7.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Now, juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Second down after that run on the previous play.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
He's swarmed by the defense. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they'll have to settle for 3? On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Defense is coming after him. And the freshman able to get home with the sack. They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Delgado. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you, or take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. Offense makes their way on the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? The shotgun running play call. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Presley. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. 6th play of the drive coming up. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we take a break, we'll take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his target, and it's complete. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Hurricanes. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, not right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
42, Boise St, 10.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Boise St offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. From their own 8-yard line now, it's second and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Grab down the middle. It's Presley. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Fair catch made near the 45. And the Miami offense is back on the field. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Second down after that short completion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls in the catch. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Broncos line up with a 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback keeps the football. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3?
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The Canes will have first and 10 here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the Broncos will look to convert here on fourth down. They'll run the option. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as he tried to come in to this lead. The guys up front line up. It's first down. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown for the U. And the beatdown continues.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Runner falls on the football to prevent the turnover. That could have been a disaster.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And on that takeaway, the final play of the game.